I didn't even. I can't believe that out of this whole anecdote, I only talked about it one time in an Isaac episode, like last week, because it's one of the most exciting things that ever happened to me. We were watching Survivor Wednesday night, right? And I hear like this commotion outside. So naturally, I go up to the second floor window to open the drapes and take a look. I don't want to look out of the front window because then they might see me.
What if, somebody might bum rush your house or whatever. You got to go upstairs for sure.
So I go upstairs. I look out the window. I see three like incredibly intoxicated men in their 20s, and they're like on their hands and knees, like rooting through the bushes in front of my house. And like they don't look like they're gonna fall asleep there or anything like that. They're just like, they're clearly very drunk. So I just watched them, like they're like yelling at each other, fuck this, fuck you, I love you, etc., etc. The way that men in their 20s get when they've had like 15 drinks or something. Yeah. And then I just was like watching them like get down on their hands and knees and like try to crawl around in my bushes. And eventually I was like, I gotta. It's like a test from the Lord. Like, you can't have people getting up in your bushes and not say anything. So I walked out on my patio, and I just, like, leaned out, and I said, do you gentlemen need help with anything? And then their heads snapped up like, I don't know, like a ventriloquist dummy or something like that. And they went like, And then
they detected your weakness. That's why.
No, I think they were like...
You showed weakness by asking. If
I think because I was more like, hey, I know, you think these homes are empty because of the property crisis, but this one's actually occupied. And then they were like, and and then they were like, nah, man, like, sorry, we're just looking for my phone. And I was like, you lost your phone in my bushes? And they say, yeah. And I said, how did that happen? And they just went, And then, it was like, I don't know, they were fighting or something. And one of them threw the phone into the bushes. And then they were like, is it okay if we look for it? And I said, yeah. Just do me a favor. Don't hurt yourselves.
Oh, because you're liable.
Well, more just I was like, you guys are incapable of accomplishing a task right now in your current state. But the reason I love the story is because I feel like maybe I will be part of their shared friendship lore now.
Yeah.
Like they'll be like
who asked them if there was anything that you could help them with.
Yeah, like they're gonna go to breakfast the next day, and then the waitress will be like, "Hey, do you guys need help with anything?" And they're all gonna burst out laughing or something like that. Like they're remember, dude, when that old guy came out on his balcony, when that old bald guy came out on his balcony, you were like, "Whoa!"
Yeah, they'll be like, anytime somebody does that, they'll be like, "Oh, this person's a real Gary."
That dude, this is like word for word what I had said when I talked about it before, so I apologize to my audience. But I always wonder if, like, if I exist in some family's lore, like if they got a candid photo of them at like the mall Santa, but I'm in the back, eating the soft pretzel, and they're like, oh, Petey Pretzel, look at it. Hey, you got a little mustard on your face, you little Petey Pretzel, or something like that. And now I know I have one at least. I've got at least one.
Kind of weird to think, but what if you were part of the family lore of like a family of serial killers who had victims like in a dungeon in their basement sort of thing, and those pictures of you with the pretzel mustard on your face were just like on their fridge?
Yeah, that make you feel? That makes me feel worse.
It
seems less likely.
Well, I mean, come on, you never know. And then you're unwillingly part of their twisted, weird life.
Yeah, but I can't be held responsible for that.
That picture that you happen to be in, that they took, that they've hung on their fridge, and meanwhile they live in some house of horrors, and your picture is up in there somewhere.
You think Charles Manson ever felt silly that like the song that made him go crazy was Helter Skelter?
Yeah.
Like, I bet he was in prison in the 80s when some real hard shit was coming out, and he was like, man, I didn't even know.
Yeah,
Helter
yeah.
Skelter's kind of like it's almost like a lullaby
Yeah,
compared
yeah.
to raining blood pouring down from the sky,
Yeah.
cake with blood icing,
Yeah.
all those Slayer songs.
You really hate Slayer, don't
I
you?
just think they should get some new material.
They're done, man.
Are they?
Yeah, I think who was it? Lamb of God is like the new Slayer. You
No,
know?
come on. Lamb of God
It-
can't be.
No, yes, it can.
No, they were like Lamb of God. They've been around for a long time. Because
Just
I
in like
remember,
now they're the old guys touring. You know?
yeah, they must be because they've been around for a long time.
Oh yeah, baby.
There's got to be a new Lamb. Like, what is this generation's Lamb of God? Come on, it can't be Lamb of God.
Some of those
Probably, like,
Sesame Street songs go pretty
you know,
hard.
Job for a Cowboy or something,
Imagine Dragons.
dude.
Imagine dragging these nuts across your face. That was the Imagine Dragons joke, with the D's nuts joke. You know.
Yeah,
Little
Sorry.
combined musical double entendre.
Yeah. What's Gojira? Gojira.
Gojira is a French metal band that's like
Actually, it's
kinda-
a Japanese lizard as
They
a
do-
metaphor for nuclear war.
focused on environmental and political topics, which is not uncommon, but they're good.
Gojira is a metal band. What?
They're
so
good.
is that like a more current metal band than say like Pantera or like Anthrax?
Yeah, they
Slayer?
definitely I don't know how long they've been around, but not as long as the likes of Pantera.
Pantera. Yeah, they can't still be going. Pantera cannot still be going,
I
right?
don't know.
Pantera. It's those guys, right?
Yep.
Pantera.
Clowncore.
I
What
get
was that band?
Panama.
Insane Clown Posse. Are they still going?
Oh, absolutely.
Nice.
Are they? I don't know. Yeah.
Malf's got like his whole wall of his room is plastered in Insane Clown Posse posters.
I would not know.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. Cradle of Filth. I've heard of Cradle of Filth.
Are they still going?
They're a folk band,
No,
right?
they can't be. These are all bands that I heard of when I was like a teenager. There's no way any of these guys are still going.
Yeah.
Are there any
no.
bands
I mean-
named like that? Named like, Shit Sunday, but like they
Cradle of Filth
they're
is
like
a pretty weird one, isn't it? Like,
they're just like a country music band or something. Hey, coming up
Yeah.
next, it's Poopy Parfait.
shit stained toilet paper is coming up on stage next. You're gonna love this one.
It seems to me you've lived your life like a candle in the wind.
I'm just wondering what's after face tattoos, like,
That's what I've been saying, man. That's what
It's
I've
like
been
people are gonna
saying.
start getting like, dong tattoos, and they're gonna be doing concerts like just fully nude, meat spilling around or something.
Yeah, well, there's like the puppetry of the penis one. Have you seen that?
No,
You ever heard of that?
nope.
Those guys who can just like they like yank around their todgers like big time. They can.
Wait, is that
like,
those competitions where like they stretch their balls and try to make like?
Yeah, they can make like like what you do with a balloon. You can make a giraffe out of a balloon or
Yeah.
whatever. They do that with their dick and balls instead of.
Oh, but that's not like a band.
No, it's like a
Oh,
show.
I thought you were
though.
talking
It's
about
like
a band that did that. I was like, where?
I think they performed at the NAC in Ottawa like one time.
Really?
Because I remember my mom coming home from work one day talking about how like a bunch of people at work went to see it or some shit like that. And it was like,
Dude, one time I had to go
it was like
to...
around the time the Full Monty came out. Remember that movie, The Full
Oh,
Monty?
people were more positive about that stuff back then.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
But I had to go to the Korean consulate in Ottawa once.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
So I was just there by myself. I was like 18, 19 years old or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And I just figured, hey, like while I'm here, I gotta wait. Like, let's go to the National Art Center. And there was like an adults only section. Like you had to be 18 or older to get into the section. And then
What, in the NAC?
yeah, and then there was
Weird.
Like there were bouncers and stuff. Like it was crazy, right? And then I walked in, and I swear to God, it was just a bunch of photos of some lady. Like, I guess she's an artist, but
Artistically nude.
well, no, she just had a lot of cum on her face.
Nice.
Oh.
Well, that's artistic.
And then sometimes there would be like, the weapon would be right there, and sometimes it
Right.
would be implied or something, and then
This was in the adult section.
yeah, you had to be you had to show your ID to get in.
Be this tall to get on this ride.
Man, oh man. I'm sad that I missed that. I've been to the NAC a couple of times, but I don't remember that section at all.
It should have been in the line. He's like, how does one volunteer to make this art?
Hi, one ticket for the adult section, please. I'm like 10 years old.
You know what would be a cool bit? What if you had two adults in a trench coat?
But like standing on top of each other to
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh wait, never mind. I think Eric Andre did that already.
He probably did.
When he
yeah.
goes to buy a car. That's right. That's a funny bit though.
What two adults stacked on top of each other in a trench coat, what, to make like a really tall person?
Yeah, it makes like a 12-foot tall individual,
Right.
and then he goes to a car dealership and goes like, "I'll take one of your finest automobiles, sir."
Yeah,
I knew-
they do it in Little Rascals.
Yeah, but like with adults, not with children.
Oh.
It would never work though, right? I understand the idea, but man, you'd see that you'd be able to sniff that out immediately, right?
Two kids in a
Like-
trench
like
coat.
the kid's face.
I
and
would
you- then
probably
you'd be
hire
angry,
the
right?
kid on the bottom. Like I would be like, "Look at how strong this kid is. Like that's crazy."
Yeah, that's true actually. Like if we wanted to go back, like you were saying about farming, like doing it, the olden way. That kid on the bottom, he could probably pull a plow all day long.
Yeah,
right?
you wouldn't need an ox. Just get the kid.
That's
to-
right.
Yeah.
You get it done in no time.
I
Look
want
at
a
the
plow.
Spider-Man, dude. Why he's got? Yeah, why is Spider-Man's always? Everybody who plays Spider-Man always has a baby face, right? Is he meant to be?
He's meant to be
what's
young,
the deal
right?
with
Like-
Peter Parker? Is he meant to be like a school kid or something?
Yeah, he's in high school
He's in high school still,
forever. Yeah.
so the time never moves on in Spider-Man.
No, it
It's like,
does.
It moves on,
does.
but then they reset it when they come out with a bad one.
Yeah.
oh right.
So they've reset it. Yeah, like many times. Well, there's Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and now Tom Holland, who's also Nathan Drake. I don't know how he does it.
So what did they have to replace Tobey Maguire because Tobey Maguire's like 65 years old now?
No,
No,
they
the
replaced him
movie's
because Spider-Man
sucked.
3 was pure garbage, pure detritus.
Oh right. They blamed him for it?
Yeah.
It's like they're like, "Oh, we're gonna make 12 Spider-Man movies," and then one of them sucks, and then they're like, "Okay, we're not gonna make any more ever again." And then they made another one like 6 years later, starring Andrew Garfield.
Do you think it'll ever change? Will it always be Spider-Man, or do you think it'll just become, the Spider at some point, or just Spider-Person?
He'll
Because-
become the Cosmic Spider-Man at some point.
Cosmic Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's like some super. It's like this cosmic entity that like picks a worthy thing or something. I think or in the comics and like makes them super powerful. So that, like because he's like, oh, I'm Spider-Man, I'm good. He's like Captain America levels of goodness, and so I don't know. He becomes super powerful.
You never see like what's the Human Torch or like Iceman or whatever? Was it Iceman? Silver Surfer and those guys like
Oh,
the
that's
really
coming back.
old.
Oh yeah, it's coming back.
But I
baby.
feel like Spider-Man is like kind of old too, right? Like surprising that he gets as much sort of airtime as he does,
people love him.
Like he seems like a less interesting superhero, like
He's
like
trying
kind of-
his best.
Kind of
think
like the Human Torch. Like nobody wants to see the Human Torch, right? Like nobody cares
I
about the
don't
Human Torch.
They just need to make the characters more human. Like people, it's why it's hard, seemingly, for them to do like the really strong, powerful characters, because it's like after a while, it's like you just lose a sense of like how strong they are, or people can't connect with them. I can connect with the Hulk because like I'm so strong, but most people can't.
Right.
So
Are you the bottom of the trench coat combo?
yes.
Nice.
Hulk bottom, Spider-Man top. How could you defeat
Oh.
this?
Dude. Yeah. I don't know.
I don't watch enough superhero stuff to I'm familiar with a lot of it from liking it as a kid or whatever, but I think the last big Marvel movie I saw was the one with the gauntlet with the gems. I think it was
Infinity War?
Yeah, that's
Not
not that
Endgame?
old. That's like
Yeah. But before that I hadn't seen any. And even when I went to see that, I went with a bunch of people who were like really into it. And I was like, yeah, I don't mind going, but like, am I going to be completely lost?
yeah, I'd say yes.
And they were like, no, like yeah, it'll be fine, because they'd already seen it. And it was entertaining. I mean, it was super entertaining. Like the effects and everything were really good. But I honestly didn't really know what the hell was going on. Half of the characters I didn't really know who they were. And the ones that I did know who they were, I didn't realize that they interacted with each other and stuff. Like I guess like some universes have like merged or something like over the years that I was like unaware of.
Yeah, it's the MCU, yeah, the extended universe. But
And I mean,
that's kind of like been the big draw of all the Marvel stuff, is like it's worked out for them financially, right? Because it's like once you see one movie and then at the end they show the like cutscene that kind of teases like, oh, new character, like new situation, right? And people get pogged up and they talk about it for 2 years until the movie comes out. It's like, I gotta see it. I gotta see Adam Warlock. Oh my gosh, Adam Warlock.
Who's Adam Warlock?
He's like this, like,
don't ask questions you don't want to know the answer to. With
he's
this
just
guy.
like this created, perfect sort of human savior.
No, it seems like such a. I do want to know the answer, because like if there's an Adam Warlock, there's got to be like a Gary martial artist and like a
Gary Marshall,
Brian the Wizard and stuff. Like they just run out of names.
He's just this golden boy, and in some of the stories he's helped like beat Thanos and stuff.
Oh,
whatever.
right.
I don't know.
And what's the deal with Loki? Like there was a series of that, right? Loki.
Yeah.
Loki's something to do with all that too, right? Because he was in Infinity War. I'm pretty
Loki
sure, right?
is Thor's brother. He's a god of mischief. He in Endgame he goes to a parallel timeline by using the Tesseract to subvert the laws of space and time. He gets kidnapped by the Time Variance Authority and then travels throughout human and alien history to try to catch himself. But instead, he catches these feels.
Oh, spoilers.
Oh, right. Okay. Nice. Yeah, I'm sure that my son will get into all of this stuff, and that I'll just be dragged into it as well.
I'll
get caught up on it, but
I could care less either way right now.
You could?
I think I could. I also continue to say I could care less because it's true. I care a little, but I could care less. But I think we're approaching the point at which the younger generation is going to subvert our expectations and be like, Marvel sucks. I'm into Jane Campion films now. I'm into Bergman. I'm into Fellini. Thor, come on, Dad. Thor is for boomers. I'm watching favorite movie of 2021, Power of the Dog, 100%.
Power of the Dog. What is that?
I think probably the legs.
Follow.
Are you laughing at me?
No. It's
okay.
It's a really boring good movie that just came out.
Oh, right. Okay. What is it, like an anime or something?
No, it's close because it stars Benedict Cumberbatch, but.
Oh yeah.
Oh right, man, that guy is in everything now. Holy crap! He's just in every movie.
I guess he is in the new Spider-Man, so I'll give you that.
It's like Cujo, but in 2021. Really? Man, I don't even remember Cujo.
I do. He was one
Do
of
you?
one of my favorite goalies.
He's a really good goalie.
He's the best goalie. Yeah, Cujo.
I mean, just saying his name, right? That's what a great nickname.
Oh man,
Cujo.
there are a lot of good goalie nicknames back then.
Yeah.
Cujo, the Eagle, the Boulin Wall.
Why don't they? Jennifer Connelly. We were talking about her
does.
Oh yes.
last
Please,
week.
Mel.
Malfoy. So why don't they call her J-Co? Like Jennifer Lopez, they call her J-Co. They could call Jennifer Connelly J-Co. Like why not?
Dude.
It's a good shorthand.
Isn't
Sounds
that like
spicy.
isn't that like a company or something?
A Jinko?
J-Co. J-Co.
Jinko. Yeah, it's too close to Jinko jeans.
Yeah, she'd probably get sued for having that name.
Yeah. Did you H&R Block is trying to sue Square because Square is changing their name to Block?
Yeah, okay, I get it. That's funny.
It's true though.
I believe it's true, but it is also funny.
It is just fun. It's like frick off. Like who cares?
What the heck?
Oh.
I came here for Bitcoin. You're trying to do my taxes for $100. What the hell?
What the heck?
What the heck?
Came here to get my taxes done. Now I bought a damn gorilla.
You know what? They got coconut armor.
They can get coconut armor. It's true.
A coconut gun. Sips, when are you gonna become a SAPS pro like us?
Well, I tried to play it that one time, and like the service, I don't know, like gave up like halfway through my game, and I couldn't reconnect and keep playing the game.
The Ludwig effect.
I don't know. Does that happen often, or was it just
Not
bad
any.
luck?
There,
Did I
it
get
went
banned or
through. I would say like a 1 week period of growing pains, maybe a month and a half ago. But it's been pretty stable since then.
something? You guys still
Yeah.
playing it a lot?
More than
play
I
a lot.
should.
Like, I'll play a few rounds a night. Like, if I'm like watching hockey, I'll play it like during the intermission or something like that. Or if I'm like in between a load of laundry, I'll sap it up.
Nice.
Yeah, it's good fun. It's not too hard either. Like, I mean,
it's free wins.
What are you saying?
honestly.
Is that why you're saying I should give it a try? 'Cause it's not too hard.
well, I just want like an even easier odds to get a win if I'm going up against you.
Oh.
I don't know.
Have you played Tarkov yet this way?
No, I really want to. I do.
Come
I
on.
keep
just-
meaning to get around to it. but-
Yeah, I've been loving the Dadcraft.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tight. So tight.
You guys have been playing a lot of this, which is leading you to ignore the true game of December 2021. Super
What?
Mario.
Super Mario.
64.
Yeah.
Super Mario 64. Are you you must have to emulate that, right?
No, I paid for
You got
Nintendo
your
Switch
old-
Online access, and the online version of the game still has the glitches that allow you to do good speedruns.
Right,
But you
right.
don't, just be careful because you don't want to. Some people in chat will lie to you. They'll tell you get the Super Mario All Stars version because that's the one where the BLJs work. They're mistaken. They've got it reversed. It's the emulated version where the BLJs still work, and don't you forget it.
Wait, so get the emulated version.
Yeah, well,
Get
the one from Nintendo Switch Online, or you could set up an emulator if you're okay with like stealing, I guess.
No, I'm not.
Breaking the law for all
Breaking
to
the
see
law,
as well.
Breaking the law. Breaking the law. Breaking the law.
I try not to.
Breaking
I
the
like
law.
that you can get all those old SNES games and well, I guess so. Are there Nintendo 64 games on the Switch?
Yeah, apparently
Sort out too?
they don't work very well. Like the people were complaining about the Zelda one recently.
Those people are
What
nerds.
for 64? Was like Ocarina of Time. And,
Yeah,
and,
but they put it on
the other
Switch
one.
or something, and apparently it's like not good. I don't know.
They're nerds. This is the same.
I'm just
people
saying
who
I
what
are
want
I
to play
heard,
those
you know.
old wrestling games for Nintendo 64.
Yo,
like
WCW, NWO,
yeah, the WCW ones, yeah. they were
WWF
so
No
good.
Mer-
They
Oh,
definitely do not have those.
That sucks.
I imagine
that
that's got to
sucks.
be like a licensing nightmare.
GoldenEye would be pretty fun to play online if they got
There,
that.
we
That's
played
definitely not.
we played it on the computer. I mean, isn't it just a modded version or whatever?
There
What
is
did we-
a GoldenEye version we used to play is based on the Half-Life Source engine. That was pretty fun.
Oh, I think I played that. Yeah, it was like a mod. They had like a Max Payne multiplayer one too. I think. That was
Yeah,
kinda
yeah.
Bullet time and stuff. It's pretty fun.
Good stretch.
Did you guys ever play Perfect Dark when that came out?
Oh,
No,
yeah,
I did
64?
not.
Greatest bait and switch of my life. So excited to buy Perfect Dark. Get it at Toys R Us, probably like $90, Canadian. Walk it or back seat of my dad's Ford Taurus on the drive home. Crack open the instruction manual. Can't play single player unless you buy another peripheral. You got to buy the expansion pack slotted into the front of your Nintendo 64. What a ripoff, man!
I
So was
remember that.
just
Yeah,
playing
they
it.
Oh, I
had
don't
that.
remember that.
Some games. There was other games too where you do the expansion slot.
I didn't even remember the expansion slot. What
I think it's actually kind of surprising Nintendo hasn't been canceled like decades ago.
Dude, I can't believe Mario 64 is 26 years old almost, and you gotta pay like an extra $30 a year to get access to it on the Switch. It's crazy, man. Loop Hero's free on the Epic Game Store today.
Dude,
That game came
that's
out
a
like
great game.
8
Holy
months
crap.
ago.
Yeah.
Nintendo's
Wow,
like,
that came out 8 months ago already?
yeah.
That's
Well, maybe
insane.
even more. I don't know. I bet it was like February or March. March sounds right. Like Nintendo, honestly, like they like treat their customer like pure shit, and we just
Well,
lap it up.
I guess they can jack up the price of old stuff because most of the people who want to play it are old and probably have some money, right? Like,
Yeah.
True. That's
nostalgia
true.
sells, man.
yeah.
And I gotta tell you, Mario Party Superstars is pretty sick.
What Mario Party Superstars is that like based on one of the old Mario Party games?
It takes the greatest hits from all the first 10
Does it have
Mario
bumper
parties.
balls in there?
Oh, it's got like 5 variants on bumper balls.
Oh, I did buy it by the way. I
Yeah,
have
we
it.
should we should play it again. I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
kind of like I don't know who to ask though because last time I was in Chibley's chat, he was like, "Hey Justin, I sent you a message," and then like the next day there were Chib, Justin, Jasky, and one person didn't know that we're playing Mario Party together, and I was like, "Oh, I guess I'll just go fuck myself, I guess." So I got to find a whole new group of friends to play it with, including you.
I mean, I'm down to clown whenever. Just give me
Hey.
a call, you know,
Hey, Murph,
or a
805.
fax,
Thank
pager.
you. Thank you.
I'm gonna get a pager. I
For the
think.
gifted subs.
Yeah.
Thank you. Dude,
You
I'm
gotta
kind of
see-
with you.
Right?
You gotta page your number and then 911 at the end of your number to say this is urgent. Please phone me back.
I think we're
You
too
gotta get the
available.
911 in there.
Right, like I get in all these spam calls and stuff like that. It's like you really want to scam me, you got to do a little more work, okay? Page me.
Yeah, take me back.
Do you guys still get called like
Oh,
at around dinner time, like every night? Like I remember when I lived in Canada, it was like from 5 o'clock until about 8 o'clock, the phone just constantly ringing, and it was just telemarketers all the time.
Now it's just like any time of day, pretty much. Not
really-
night, like late night, but it could be like early morning. It could be right now. It could be dinner time. Yeah.
Oh, I
Man,
get
we
like
barely get
3
any, like,
voicemails a
over
day
here.
that are like, you know, literally, like, I know how this sounds, but this is literally what they are. They're just in Mandarin,
Yep.
and then they say a bunch of stuff that I don't understand, and then they say DHL, which means that I believe they're trying to trick you into thinking that like you bought drugs via DHL, you're gonna go to prison, and I'm like, dude, that's what Canada Post is for. You don't need DHL for that shit. Like, what are your margins?
Yeah, I had that. I literally had that one the other day. I've had it in English as well, but I've also had it in non-English languages.
I think I've probably been to prison like 10 times by now.
Dude, there's a warrant out for my. There's
Dude, you
several
too?
warrants out for my
Yeah,
arrest.
I'm right there with you. There are several warrants out there for my arrest. I'm supposed to. I've skipped like 20 appearances in front of a magistrate judge, whatever the hell that even means.
They really want me, they'll come and cuff me.
I'm like, arrest me. Whatever. Stop phoning me. I'd rather be arrested. It's less hassle than leading all these voicemails.
Yeah, man. You don't have to pay rent.
That's true.
Don't got to go get groceries or make your own
Oh
food.
my God, being supported on the taxpayer's dime.
Yeah. Oh man, great. Tips, you want to go to jail with us?
Yes. I would love to. Man. Oh my God. Look at this. Is insane. There's so many pigmen up here that weren't going down because I'd covered up the eggs. Now there's like 1 million of them. That's crazy. What are you guys going to jail for? Sorry, I was trying to figure something out.
Just a laundry list of things, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you had to go to jail for anything, God forbid, what would you want it to be? Like, how would you want to...
It's kind of a weird question, right? Like,
Well, I mean,
why?
yeah.
Why does
it
it matter
If
why
you could
I'm
commit
in
a
jail?
crime.
Is it do different crimes hit different in jail? Like,
Yeah,
Well,
some of them
yes.
definitely do.
like
for
people are like,
sure,
man,
yeah.
I wish I was. Oh, that's true, I guess. But man, I wish I was in here for shoplifting. That seems
I
like
can
a
think
laugh
of about
riot.
a dozen reasons why I would not want to be in jail.
Yes,
Like,
there's some crimes that I would prefer not to be in prison for. I'm sure there's a totem pole. There's a hierarchy. But are murderers closer to the top or the bottom? That's what I always wondered, if it's like a level of respect for like, oh, you're a badass, or is it like a level of like, you know, oh, you killed like an innocent person, stay away from them or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
Depends
I
on
think
the victim, apparently.
Yeah. I think that's probably it. It's like,
Bro,
you know,
what-
were you like Dexter Morgan? You killed like a serial killer? People probably be like, yo, dude,
He'd
good
be a
job.
king in prison,
Yeah.
for sure. He'd have
Yeah.
his pick of the honey buns.
I don't know. Would he though? Because he's not like, well, I guess he kind of would, right?
I think like, you know, if you like got caught for like stealing from some like rich dude or like, you know, you'd probably get respect in prison for
This is
that.
the exact plot of Ant-Man.
I don't know if you would. Yeah, I think you'd get the wrong kind of. If you stole a lot of money from a rich old man and you were in jail, I think you would attract the wrong type of attention. You know what I mean? I think people would be like, hey, why don't you have my yogurt and stuff? And you'd be like, holy shit, this guy's really nice. Give me his yogurt. But then, you know, one night there's a knife against your throat.
And he
in the
wants
middle.
you to take his other
Give
yogurt.
me your fucking money, bitch!
You're
No,
gonna
it's just like,
rob
no.
somebody in prison?
Hell yeah, you're going to.
Cigarettes,
Man, no,
yeah, man.
Wearing a
those
jumpsuit with
things-
no pockets.
Oh,
Yeah,
they-
but he's like,
got money.
give me your bank pin code, or I'll
And your debit card.
kill you. Yeah, exactly. And then the jugging
Hey,
as
Echo,
well,
thank
man.
you
You
as
want to
well,
make
thank
sure if
you.
you're going to jail, you have got to go to jail for a reason that will not get you jugged, because fuck me, that is the worst thing. You know what that is?
What is
No.
getting jugged?
Jugging? So, you know, like if you annoy a fellow prisoner, or like you're in the can for like doing something really depraved or whatever that
Yeah.
you know, goes against like the criminal code or the code of the underground or whatever. They boil up a kettle with sugar in it, and they dump it on your head.
Oh.
And the sugar is so hot that it just like melts and grafts into your skin and leaves you disfigured for life. And this apparently happens fairly often in prison.
They should stop giving them kettles, man.
Well, yeah, I know, but it's a country of tea lovers. They got to have some way to boil up the water to make some tea, you know?
They can't just give them like a cup and then have them come to a shared receptacle. This is crazy, man.
It happens. It happens.
That's messed up.
Yeah. Where do I want to put this guy? Oh, you know what? I got the spot for him.
I just picture like, you know how in America, like the stereotype is people like make prison wine and stuff like that in an old sock under their cot.
Yeah.
I'm just picturing like the British prisoner being like, yeah, if you get the orange peels and you could pay someone at the commissary to get a little bergamot oil, and then he pulls like a bottle of Earl Grey tea out from under. Check this out, toilet tea.
Toilet tea.
I drink it.
Man.
Dude, I watched an episode of like some Netflix documentary in this prison that was like, I don't know, 12 stories tall. It was insane. Like, human beings are amazing. They would bail all the water out of their toilets, like coordinated. They would like shout through the pipes, like, hey, yo, like bail the water out. Then they would write notes, and they would use like, I don't even know, like dental floss or something, and fish the notes up through the pipes to send messages to people that are on different floors.
What the heck?
It would take cooperation from like literally everybody that was vertically aligned with you. It's crazy.
Dude, that's just that reminds me of like gamers. A new game comes out and they're like slowly filling the wiki with like they're figuring this stuff out. You're like, how do you even figure out to do that in a prison? You know?
I guess you got nothing but time.
Yeah.
I just can't imagine you gotta go to the bathroom real bad. There's somebody sending a message up like 8 floors. You gotta hold it in, or you give them turn their love note into a little bit of a dookie love note.
Oh man.
Man. Or like, you know, you think about that, the carrier pigeons and stuff like that. Like, how they just like, you know,
How we do that?
how they do that? It's like one guy's just like, you know what, I'm gonna tie this note to this dude and just tell him to go that way. Like, like, how do you even do that, man? You know?
I'm still just, as somebody who, like, when I have to go, I have to go. I just, jeez, man, could you, like, wrap the conversation up? Every new message, I gotta hold it for, like, an
Like,
hour.
what are the messages even of? Is it like, hey, we're gonna break out at midnight kind of stuff? Or is it like, hey, what'd you have for lunch?
The way it is.
Well, they all they all have like
All
the same.
thing.
The same
That's why the
thing,
question's
right?
so silly.
How much of your mashed potatoes did you eat at lunch?
It's the same stuff that, like, you know, human beings that are not in prison talk about. They get embroiled in like petty drama, and you know, they
Yeah.
like steal each other's boyfriend, girlfriend, and
Layla.
it's just like Eric Clapton. Yes, just like Eric Clapton. They're getting into the same, you know, stuff that everybody's getting into.
Guess so.
Except I guess they're not seeing Survivor, so I don't know what they're talking about. Maybe
I
they
don't know
could.
though. Like
Do you
somebody.
think Survivor's good? Is the most recent season? Is it worth a watch? Is it actually good?
I would say, like, if you didn't watch it live, like, there's no real reason to go back. But like, I had a good time watching. I thought it was enjoyable.
Do you guys get The Apprentice in Canada?
No, they canceled that when that one actor who was on it became the president of the United States of America.
Oh, you guys got you guys
We
didn't
used
have a
to get
Canadian
it.
one?
Yeah. Yeah.
It used
You
to be
just
a lot
got-
of fun.
you
We would
just
all
got the
go
American
like,
one?
"You're fired," and everyone was like, "That's really funny." Now people
That's
are like,
funny.
"Shut the fuck up."
Yeah.
You
You
fucking
ruined my
asshole.
life.
Man.
Really, that presidency ruined the Apprentice for me, which is probably like one of the worst takeaways from it, I would say.
I never even liked the show to begin with, but yeah. Now I hate it.
Well, you don't like Omarosa?
What? What's that? Is that a dish?
No, it's a lady.
Is that a dish?
Well,
No, there's a couple of like I think most countries have like their own version of The Apprentice, right? Like it's one of those formats
Wait.
that's been sold around.
who's on the British one? Is it Richard Branson?
No, it's Alan Sugar.
What the heck? You got Alan Sugar and iced tea. Be careful. You could get jugged. I guess it would have to be, iced tea would have to be hot or something, but anyway. Who the heck is Alan Sugar? Searching for Sugar Man? Hello, is this thing on? Hello? 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 All right. Well, not impressed. Made a mobile order, had a confirmation number. When I got to the drive-through window, I was told at first they couldn't find my order. When I said, let me talk to a manager, she told me there wasn't one on shift, which was a complete lie. 1 star. Sorry.
Sorry, I don't know. Discord wasn't working for me for a second. I don't know if you heard me.
You very much don't pay for a peerage? Okay.
Ordered and paid for large caramel iced coffee, got medium, as is the norm now. They need people that can read and write, and paper straws are the absolute worst, disgusting, and not going to save the environment. 1 star. True. That's true.
Wait, did somebody complain about straws while getting coffee delivered?
Yes.
Okay.
You should be expected
rest
to
my
be
case.
treated as a cheap customer. I asked the cashier to fill up my flask with coffee and give me 2 empty paper cups. After taking a long time to understand how to enter the request, the cashier told me they cannot give me paper cups. When I asked why, she said because you only paid for 1 coffee and the cups have Monopoly stickers on them. Dude, people going crazy about the Monopoly, man.
Man.
It's serious business.
Do people do that? You like take your own flask to McDonald's or whatever, and you say, "Hi, can you just fill up my flask with your coffee?"
I think in 2018 you would have seen it.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, they used to do it at Starbucks here, and then like when COVID happened, they were like, "Oh, sorry, we can't do that anymore." And then even though, like they figured out that COVID is like 99.9% transmitted through the air instead of on hard surfaces, they're like, "Oh, sorry, we still can't do it. Oh, sorry, that sucks."
Yeah, and the ice cream machine's always freaking broken.
It is always busted.
What up with that, man?
The milkshake thing. Machine.
Oh, the milkshake and the McFlurry and the
yeah.
soft serve machine. Always broken.
What's the point, eh? Like, man.
Went to bike through the drive-thru as this is now permitted. Staff was rude and disrespectful, claiming I was on foot despite the fluorescent high-vis paint on my bike. I would rather throw my money into a fire or a ditch and starve than conduct business at this establishment. This establishment is McDonald's, man.
My God. Oh, man. Oh, God. Yeah, some of these posts, they need to keep them, and they need to put them on these people's headstones when they pass away. Imagine how much fun a cemetery would be if all the headstones had these posts on them. Holy shit. That'd be incredible.
Dude, I'm actually cracked at finding diamonds. Like, I found 22 diamonds in this little stream segment so far.
22 diamonds.
I know, right? It's kind of
Holy
crazy.
crap.
Dude, if you had fortune, that'd be like 66.
I don't know how to do that. Now, yeah, you're right. Now I gotta find my way out. But first, maybe like another 1-star review just to keep me going here. No, man. If someone 1 star, if someone orders multiple Happy Meals, do not give the same toy. That's such a bullshit review. Because the same person, if they had like 8 kids in the back, they're like, they all got different toys and they started to fight. Why wouldn't you give them the same toy?
Yeah, I would expect if it was if you ordered, say, like 5 Happy Meals on a day and the toy of the week was like whatever toy it was, you'd get 5 Happy Meals with 5 the same toy, right? And that's the ideal situation.
I would think so.
Because fuck me, I'm not having a backseat full of kids fighting over different toys. Like, there's no way.
Dude, this shit makes me laugh.
Man.
I apologize. This is a very long one, but this is like the president went through the drive-thru. I began visiting this location via drive-thru during the pandemic, and the staff is very rude. I'll just add, I've been to this McDonald's, I don't know, like enough times that I've never had a situation like this happen to me. But anyway, they were rude, and they had us park in a stall and made us wait 20 minutes. Then they accused us of driving through without ordering or paying and just parking there. The purpose of the drive-thru is supposed to be efficiency. I ended up having to take my meeting over the phone in the car while being interrupted by incompetent staff asking me why I'm here. What's worse, in November 2020, my BF and I were double charged because they said my usual payment was declined, which it wasn't. I asked if their systems were okay today, and the staff just told us to pay up. This is crazy. I've been back
That's
and
your
forth.
opener. Hi, yeah, I'd like to order something, but just before I do, can I just check to see, are your systems okay today? Because I've had problems in the past. Like, fuck me, man. How
I
does
have
fucking
now
people
been
live?
back and forth with guest relations who refuse to issue me a
My
refund
God.
despite providing them all the transaction statements. All I want is a refund. Is that so much to
Guest
ask?
relations.
I can't. What happened? You're talking to. You're on the red phone with McDonald's guest relations. Don't get me wrong. You lost. Getting double charged $20. That's annoying. But
The amount of time spent.
Listen, pay up, fucking asshole. Oh my God, that's hilarious.
this shit
That
is
is-
so good.
Man, these people live on a different planet. There's no fucking way, right?
Like
Where did I get a mending book from a villager that I've lost now? He's been replaced with a chicken.
But there's like 3 or 4 other people that have mending as well.
I just love like when people are like they review McDonald's at like 2 stars and they're like the food's kind of shit. I'm like, yeah, that's a fair review. I like it, but you're not wrong.
At this point, you should know.
Yeah, like I come here every day and the food's never getting any better. Like, what's your problem? But when people are like the staff is rude, I'm like, brother, where do you think you are?
Yeah.
This isn't, you're not speaking to your sales associate at Gucci and they're like, eat me. You're buying like a $3.25 hamburger. What do you expect them to? They don't want to be there either. Just take your hamburger and leave.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't know. People place so much emphasis on customer service as well, right? Like, but I don't know why. Like, I think maybe I don't place much emphasis on it. I think because, and I'm sure I've mentioned this to you guys before, but in the UK, customer service is so fucking terrible that your expectations are so low in the first place that it's never surprising. So it's just not important. But it always astounds me when people go out of their way to like post a review or complain about bad customer service. Like, I don't know. I always just assumed that was like part of the
Yeah, that's part of the fun.
experience.
Yeah.
You know, like.
That's oh wait, what the heck? Where am I going? Look, if something's slow, that's pretty annoying, don't get me wrong. But the kinds of people who are like really uptight about like being served with a smile, like their royalty in every circumstance is very humorous to me.
Yeah.
Like Mouth,
I,
for
uh,
example.
Yeah.
But like it's kind of weird that like sometimes like somebody's expecting somebody because they're getting paid to do a job to be polite to them or whatever, but then you hear those people who are like, yeah, I'll have a Coke and can you fucking smile next time or like something like that, and it's so fucking rude. Like I would never speak to somebody like that ever, like under any circumstance, right?
Yeah.
And they just so nonchalantly do it, but at the same time expecting somebody to be super polite to them. It doesn't make sense at all.
I actually had this experience the other week. I was back at the post office and waiting behind this guy, and he was like, I guess sent a package to Portugal, and so he's
Suspicious.
talking to the what's that?
Suspicious.
Suspicious. Yeah, he's talking to the guy. He's like, hey, like, I want to like know, like, is it there yet? And he's like, well, no, I can't tell you that information. Or I don't have that information. Whatever it was. And he's like, and he just kept going on. He's like, but like, what did I pay for? And the guy's like, well, you paid to have your package sent to Portugal. He's like, well, why isn't it there? Like, why don't you have the information? He's like, well, sir, it's like different. Like the customs, you got to call customs in Portugal. Like, I don't control that. He's like, I don't know what's going on. He's like, what service did I pay for? And he just like kept like raising his volume. And then he's like, and everybody in there is like, dude, like clearly you paid to have a package sent to Portugal, but it's out of the Canada Post's hands now. That's what everybody's thinking. And then the event, like the guy, the mail clerk is just like, you could tell he's getting fed up, but he's trying not to like yell at the dude. But like he's like, I don't know what to tell you. He's like, you paid us money to send a product or an item from Toronto to Portugal. And the guy's like, you don't have to raise your voice, man. He's
Oh,
like,
no.
and like the whole time this guy was like stirring everything up, and he was being very loud, and he was raising his voice, and it's just like, man, how do you actually like exist like that? Where the guy, I mean, he told you the situation, like it's out of his hands, like he can't really help you. He's like, there's a global pandemic going on, like. He's like, I don't know what happened in the Portugal office. They could all be, sick with COVID and they're at home. So like, it's like, and the dude was just like, he then does he's like, what's your name?
Oh, no.
And he's
No,
like,
no.
you don't need my name. He's like, what's your name? And then he tells him his first name. He's like, what's your last name? He's like, you don't need my last name. He's like, if you want to complain, you tell him my first name, and then that'll be dealt with or whatever. And then the guy like storms off in his freaking fancy freaking ribbed jeans or whatever. And I'm just like,
That's true
I wanted to
religion.
say something. I wanted to say something so bad. Yeah.
Oh man.
Anyways, sorry for the long rant, but like that
No,
guy,
no.
that's like what's wrong with societies. Like people like that like cause up a fuss over nothing, and like he's blaming this dude like he has any power in this.
But what is it? Is it like is it purposely going out of your way to be demeaning to somebody or to put them down or whatever because it makes you feel good or like powerful over them or something like? It's got to be something like
it
that.
was
right?
definitely like they had an air of like I'm an alpha male, like I get what I want.
I'm
like
more important than you or something.
yeah, he's like a guy paid $100 for the insurance. Like, what's the point of that? And it's like, dude, do you not know how the insurance industry works? Is like, it's not a guarantee that your product is gonna get there. It's like, But anyways, yeah, I don't know.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I've been annoyed when something hasn't worked or whatever.
Yeah,
but like,
you
never
don't take
to
it
the
out on the
point where-
person.
No,
Like,
God, no. Geez, not in a million years. And I've never been like, I'm gonna need to speak to your manager or anything like that,
Yeah.
because like you're just talking to another person who can't fucking help you, right? Like, that person's manager is just as unable to do it as the guy that you're speaking to in the first place,
yeah.
right? Like,
But it was just like a 5-year-old could understand is like Canada Post is responsible for the package, and then it was sitting in Portugal Customs. And it's like they cannot do anything, and then they're not like in their systems or whatever, so you can't provide info. But the guy is just like, well, like, what am I paying you for? It's like, I don't know. Anyways,
I feel like in most situations, like anytime I've ever had a problem where there's been a mix-up or something hasn't worked like the way it needed to or was expected to or whatever, like anytime I've ever had to deal with anybody, I've always just been fairly calm and whatever, just like trying to actually work it out rather than getting annoyed or annoying other people along the way and stuff. And I'd say like 9 times out of 10, everything just gets sorted out. Like it's never a huge problem, right? Like it's.
I think
maybe
some
I'm just
people.
lucky, I don't know.
Some people go into every situation thinking that it's adversarial to begin with.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't matter when they're at a restaurant. They're like, oh, they're trying to fuck you. When they're at the grocery store, they're like, oh, this is how they get you. Like their whole life is filtered through like, not getting got.
Mm-hmm. But turns out they've been got the whole time.
As soon as you walked in
that way.
As soon as you walked in the damn door, you got.
It reminds me of the Kenny versus Spenny episode where they do like it's like a who can kiss more women episode. But there's this girl. For those that don't get context, like Spenny's like this really like, he's kind of
Alpha,
like, no, he's very what do you
strong.
kind of like suspicious, neurotic, and just like paranoid about everything. Because I mean, to be fair, Kenny does try to screw him over in every competition or will cheat in some way. But he did like Kenny just goes out and he's just like he literally stands outside like this tour bus of like old ladies and like and greeting them and giving them a kiss as they get off. So he's macking on all the ladies, and so he doesn't need to mess with Svenny. There's this girl that like actually likes Svenny, and then he pushes her away because he's so like suspicious that like Kenny hired her or whatever. And it's like, no, dude, you played yourself. But he just like, got inside his own head. And that's what I think a lot of people do going into situations. It's like, oh yeah, this person making minimum wage at McDonald's is out to get me. They don't even know me, but they're out to get me. Anyways.
Well, they're never gonna get me.
You can't get that,
That's for sure. I'd like to see him try.
dude.
Honestly, I know I said this last week, and then you guys all laughed at my house, but the house honestly looking kind of nice with it right now.
Well, you got the copper going on, right?
Yeah, I got pumpkin
Oh
walls.
shit!
too.
I thought you were talking about like your real house. I was like, what the hell? I wasn't making fun of your house.
No, it's been in a little bit of disarray.
Well, it's Christmas time, right?
And we were sick for like 3 weeks straight or
Baby, sick
something.
and everything, yeah.
We had contractors doing some renovations, but actually it's pretty tidy. Pretty tidy now. I know you guys were asking for an update on the tidiness of my house. It's looking pretty good now.
Well, thank you very much for the update.
I was
definitely gonna
up
sleep
late.
a lot
I was
better
very
tonight now
worried.
that I
Yeah.
know. All right, I'm gonna come over and check out your house. Hang on, I'm just gonna kill a couple more pigmen here. I've got a couple of stacks of golden nuggets now, though,
Dude.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
nice.
for free. Free golden
Wow.
nuggets.
Is it
I
really
gotta-
free?
Freedom isn't free, but it costs the same for you and me. But the cost of that freedom is
It's $1.05.
simply $1.05. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Actually, gas has gone up.
jeez, really?
Yet again.
You gotta switch to electric, Malf. Come on. You of all people, you seem like the kind of guy who would have like an electric Mini Cooper.
No, I wouldn't get a Mini Cooper, but
He's got to wait for Volvo to make a.
oh, they've got
He's
what do they call it?
He's waiting for
Oh.
Oldsmobile to release their electric car. He wants to.
Volvo. They also have like their fancy premium offshoot
The
company.
Polestar.
Polestar. Yeah.
Polestar.
Wait, is Oldsmobile still making cars?
No, I think they got killed by 2008.
Dude, that reminds me, I'm working on it. Maybe you guys can help because I wanted to tweet about it, but I didn't want it to fall flat. But because I saw an old person driving an Oldsmobile Century yesterday, which is like what every old person ever drives. There's some kind of bit there. Is it like, do they drive it because they are 100 years old and they think they have like that's how cars work? Or you know what I'm saying? Is like.
I think they used to be seen as a very reliable car, right? And I think older people probably remember that marketing from when they were younger or whatever, and their parents had one, so they just automatically assume that that's the car that they have to have. It's got to be something like that.
Plus the aesthetics,
Yeah.
It's that weird, like, kind of like golden,
Beige,
brown,
gold,
beige
yeah.
color.
Yeah.
It matches their slacks.
Yeah. Matches their slacks. Yeah. Got the brown slacks, got the brown suspenders on, brown socks.
It's kind of crazy how young people throughout the years always dress different, but old people seem to always dress the same.
It's like a
They always have those like weird white leather nursing shoes, right?
Yes.
Like the orthopedic ones.
Pink
Oh my
pants,
God.
good for their bunions,
baseball cap with a bass on it, like stuff like that.
Dude. Sign me up. Why don't we just get started early? Like, why wait?
I think I've kind of been rocking that for a long time on all this streamer merch.
Get out of the way. Move. got a bit of a traffic jam in my nether tunnel. I think my big. Fuck's sake!
You got a bit of a logjam in your pants.
There's a lot of pigs here. Right, I'm gonna have to take them all out. This could be it.
It's a fun game, eh?
Yeah, it's okay.
It's okay.
I mean, I found 22 diamonds today, so I'm not really sweating.
It is pretty good. What are you gonna buy with all them diamonds?
Probably like 7 pickaxes, and then just keep strip mining until I run out.
I mean, that's why you at least buy the you can buy the mending, and
I don't know where.
then you only need 1 pickaxe.
I don't know where any of that stuff is, man.
I mean,
People
if
just
you
say like
really
Justin's
wanted
base,
to-
and I'm like, I don't know where the hell Justin's base is.
I mean, I could tell you / show you if you ever really want to.
All right, well, next Monday.
All right, next Monday it's a date. I'll
Promise?
take you to.
Ay caramba.
Also, you need emeralds, but you can trade stuff for emeralds. So you know.
If I have a log, how do I place it so that the face of the log is facing me?
Just place like a temporary block, and then click the side where.
Oh, you genius!
Yeah. Yeah.
He's
yeah,
done it
yeah.
again.
By golly, he's done it again. Dude, this is gonna be a big freaking greenhouse. Holy shnikes.
I'm coming to check it out. I want to see what you guys are doing.
Well, I'm not where Ryan is though.
I'm coming to take
Yeah, he
back
abandoned
what's
me.
rightfully mine as well. All that stuff he stole from me. I'm coming correct as well, Malf. So
Try it.
fucking good night, bozo. You're dead. Just signed your own deathbed.
Well, I did recently sign my own death debt, so you know what? Bring
Nice,
it.
nice.
Oh no, sorry. Actually, that's tomorrow.
Where did that minecart go? Disappeared.
Oh, frick off! Wasting glass. I ain't got soap touch.
Did it go down? No, it didn't go down, did it? What the hell?
What the heck?
Going on out there? Where are you
Man.
building your greenhouse, Malf? Like just close to your
It's not
nether portal.
Yeah, it's 1550 minus 1650. We'll get you there.
What is 39 even?
He's right. 30. Wait, what? 39?
39.
30s.
Well, I know I'm walking on my rail network, but I'm too lazy to make a minecart. Also, it's still safer to just walk through this tunnel than it is to be in the nether generally, right?
Beats me, brother.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Me in the spot, corner, losing my pickaxe.
Man, Malf, you're onto something there. You could do a Minecraft parody.
Thank you.
Don't give up.
Dude, did you hear Junk fell in lava and lost all his stuff?
Did he?
Yeah, it's happening to everybody.
I found my minecart.
Is it in the middle of the track?
It's a fucking pig man riding it
Oh.
back and forth indefinitely.
Dude, that's pretty sweet though. Don't
God.
move him. Don't move him.
No, I'm not going to.
Make a special little side rail, like push him onto it, and then like close that off so he's just like in a closed loop beside the normal rail.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's two. I killed one of them.
My room now
Oh, Mal.
looks like a summoning portal or something. Like if you lay on this bed, like you get sent to another dimension.
Malfi sorted out your nether portal area.
Well, I'm actually gonna make it look nice, but yeah, I just kind of put some actual stairs in there for now.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. I'm on my way up right now.
Yeah.
Quite the staircase.
You might be able to see the tower from the port or the exit too. It's only at like half the height it eventually will be.
Is it green?
It's got all that warped wood. No, no, no. That's the tree that's the tree I'm farming. It's like kind of beside that and a bit further back, but it might not be in your draw distance.
I'm heading over to the big tree right now.
Yeah, you'll see it from there.
Ooh,
Just got attacked by some berries.
It's kind of nice with it, honestly.
What material?
Oh, cobbled deep slate.
Oh, cobbled deep slate. That's what I'm. Well, I'm not using the cobble form, but very nice.
Oh yeah, I can see your tower
Sophisticated.
now.
Yeah.
That's looking pretty cool.
Yeah. It's gonna get taller. I need to do the beacon thingy though.
Oh, you need the wither. I got one
guess
skull,
so.
but you got a skull as well.
No, I've got like I don't know. I think I need. Do I need the nautilus shells? Because I have 5 of
You
those.
got raiders here. Oh, I see. You've trapped them in boats.
Yeah, I trapped them, and that corner. They always show up there, so I'm hoping to trap some more in time, and then like I'm gonna put them underground in like a sex dungeon or something.
Oh, nice.
Dude,
Yeah,
you know
very
what
nice.
would make that look the part is some cobbled deep slate, let me tell you.
If you got extra, I'll buy it.
You
Buy it.
need cobbled deep slate?
No.
Are you at your tower right now, Malf, or are you somewhere else?
No, I'm at the greenhouse.
Where's that in relation to the tower?
It's 1550 minus 1650. It's not too far. It's just other side of the kind of mountainy hill area.
Yeah, I think it's this way.
Be looking kind of nice with it, man. Be looking kind of nice.
What's all this mossy cobblestone you got all over the place?
That just naturally spawns in like the sprucey kind of biome now.
Oh, does it?
Or maybe it did before. I don't know, but yeah, that's natty.
Jesus.
Jelly.
Getting assaulted underwater by a guy with a trident.
Oh yeah.
What the hell are you guys doing?
Well, I'm trying to find Malf's greenhouse. I want to see it before I go, but... And then, I can't find my way back to your place, though, Ryan. I don't...
That's fine. It's a long
I
day.
got
Honestly,
lost heading back from it the other day as well.
I'll just level with you. It's not worth it, man. Let's be realistic.
It's a total waste of your time.
It's not all that.
Well, I mean, it sounded promising, like the way you were describing it.
It's better now than it's ever been.
You got the copper on there?
It's a little less coppery, but I'm changing my dirt ceiling into a redstone ceiling. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough blocks though.
I'm on a mountain overlooking your tower now, Malf. Where are you in relation to that?
What the fuck?
Well, I mean, I can tell you the core. I'm
I'm
like
at 1450 at minus 1700 right now.
go
ish.
1550 minus 1650. You're gonna. I can't see you
15.
yet.
15. Oh, I think I see you. Is it like a whole bunch of wood suspended?
You should
in the
see
air?
there should be like a scaffold tower kind of in the
Yeah, I see you.
distance.
Yeah, I got
yeah.
you.
If you go to there and you get to me. Oh, I see you on the across the water, Daddy.
I'm
So
coming
this
in hot.
still looks like it's gonna take me a while. I want to eventually like automate a lot of this stuff, or even plant crops.
You'll have to like be near it for it to work though, right?
Yeah.
'Cause
So
it's
I
not
mean,
in
we'll
the spawn chunk.
I'll do like
with it though.
Oh yeah, look at this. Holy crap, this is gonna be huge.
yeah. So I just started like all this structure above ground stuff. I'm slowly getting started on, and like all the things inside are just like I'm plotting out each cell. So like each one of these 9x9s will be a different crop.
Yeah, you're gonna become like the premium cucumber exporter on the server.
Dude, yes, good quality and good prices. You know, I care I care about my produce and my people.
Nice. You're
So
gonna be
yeah,
like like an Amazon warehouse, but it's just gonna be cucumbers. A cucumber greenhouse.
And people will get 15-minute breaks every few hours. And
Yeah, look
they
at
can-
this. He's got beams, everything. Holy crap.
Yeah, I'm just working on the structural aspect, and then the ceiling will be glass, or the roof will be glass and such as well.
Why are you building it so far away from your base?
Well,
Or do you
because
not
like
really have
this
a
whole
base?
on the other side of water here, is gonna be like the main settlement of Babylon,
Right.
like just like city stuff, and then this side is like the big greenhouse slash maybe a couple other more industrial type things. I'll do a big bridge across the water here, and you know,
You're gonna
just
put a dome on this bitch?
I actually somebody said dome. If I had a thought about it going into it, I would have, but instead I'll just do a different building with a dome.
Yeah.
Because you know,
Get a little dome on the top of that tower.
I might.
Sweet. Here, this is for you.
Oh,
Good
thanks,
job.
baby. Thank you. Oh, I can sell that to the traders.
Nice.
Yeah. Soon those
Nice.
carrots you're eating will be from me.
You want this as well?
You'll be eating my carrot.
Yeah, but you need the gold to make them golden.
Well, then I'll come to you. I'll buy your gold because I bet it's the best
You
gold.
buy all my gold. My golden nuggets.
It's looking kind of sick, man. This is looking pretty cool.
Dude, Ryan, you should have like a little, do a tour, like charge people money to tour your home.
Yeah.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
I think people would pay big bucks for that.
I would pay money.
Yeah. Right, guys, I gotta go. Thank you very
Wow.
much. And talk to you soon.
Later.
Okay, have a good one. Bye, Soups.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, you know what would really tie this together? What if you just change this into like an iron door that doesn't go anywhere? It kind of looks like a fridge, you know?
Dude, Ryan, I don't want to. You would make a great escape room. I'm telling you, or like a escape kind of mansion house type scenario. You could do that. You could do that. Wouldn't that be so cool if you did that?
Yeah, but I think I'd rather just play like Mario 64. Because it goes like a donkey, donkey, da donkey, dunk.
It does go donkey, donkey, dunk.
What the? How do you place doors in this game, man?
What do you mean?
They
Just
don't.
place doors,
They don't
right?
place right.
What do you mean? It depends on the angle you play. If you place it from like the other side, it'll be like.
It's because the damn redstone blocks are opening it. You can't have a redstone ceiling iron door.
Yeah, you might have to like move the stuff around.
I gotta get like a damn button or something to control this thing.
Yeah, probably.
Stupid.
Stupid.
Make a quick spruce button. Shit don't even work right. Shit don't even work right, man.
Man, I need so much freaking crap for this crap. It's gonna be huge.
Oh,
This actually is gonna
dude. It'd be
What'd you do?
looking pretty sick with it now.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Yeah, whatever. Double room fridge. We should put a door on this side too, honestly. Never mind. Whatever. All right, Malf. Well, good gaming.
Good gaming, brother. I I got a decent amount done, which is surprising because usually I'm too focused on not doing stuff when I'm with you guys.
Oh, wait. I thought I was done. Now I'm done.
Oh, okay.
Reset my spawn point real quick. All right. Have a good day, brother.
I will. You as well. Say hi to the fam for me. Give them high fives, and yeah, catch you later, dude.
Will do.
Bye bye.
Sorry, I'm just looking at more one-star reviews from McDonald's. By far the worst service of any McDonald's is. First, the lineup is insane. Second, no one takes your order. I find that hard to believe. It's just, sometimes there are reviews that are just, they just don't make any coherent sense if you live on planet Earth. Nobody takes your order at McDonald's? I'd be surprised. Then finally, after waiting 30 minutes, you get someone to take your order, and they're out of ice cream. Meanwhile, they have a sign at the board that says they're out of salad. Who goes to McDonald's for a salad? 1 star. It's just like it's a bad review combined with like your Larry the Cable Guy stand-up comedy routine. It's like you're out of ice cream, but the sign says you're out of salad.